What's up, guys? It's Joe at National Sports Entertainment, and I just wanted to go into a couple games. Honestly, I'm going to do the NBA schedule. Anyone that missed my college or NHL schedule, nothing changed. So if you watched my last video, I have all the same plays I have now. I just didn't know if I was going to find any extra ones, and I didn't really find any ones that jumped out at me. So we're playing the same hockey plays and the same college plays. And like I said, that puts us at 7, I think, round 7 plays. And we're going to have these 4 NBA plays. So, like I said, that's my very last video, if you didn't see it, for the college and for the hockey. So, for the NBA, I like the Hornets cover. Whenever you have 2 shitty teams, I do think that the public's going to be on the shittier, the one that's getting the better odds here, and the one that's going to be getting about 2-1 on the money line. So I think a lot of people are going to be on the Pistons. And I think they're trying to establish the Hornets as not complete trash. We've seen them with a few upsets. So there's different tiers. Maybe they're planting the seed so next year they have maybe around 30 wins and they do something a little better. We'll have to see. Maybe 35 wins even. But they're definitely doing something. So you see how trash the Spurs and Pistons and Rockets, certain teams are looking. And the Hornets just look different, even though they're trash. So I like the Hornets here for the cover. 7.5 is a good bit of points. A lot of people will take that for the Pistons, I think. So I like the cover for the Hornets. Next, I like the Heat cover. Heat are now flirting with historical lows as far as against the spread. So I do like the Heat to cover the 76ers. I really like the Knicks here to cover the Celtics because I think a lot of people are going to be on Boston. 2.5 is very light. And it just doesn't make sense that the Celtics, even in Madison Square, that they believe they're only 2.5 points better than the Knicks. So I like the 2.5 here for the Knicks. I'll take the 2.5. It might close at 3. Like I said, the only one that I'm really caring about, like getting as close as I can to the closing line, is the Heat Sixers, because that one's kind of a metric play for me. If that one changed at within an hour, I usually do it about an hour before game time, but if it were to change an hour before game time, there's a lot of times they do clips on the Heat. The Heat have clipped a lot. That's why they haven't covered a lot. But I think they'll wind up covering fine. But I always just say that, don't lock your games like the morning of. You don't know what might happen between then and the night of. That's why, I put my picks out. I give people notice, but I'm not going to put them out before I know who I'm even taking. So anyway, I always say it's better to, you can get a good line sometimes early and maybe hedge it or something. But to keep it simple, the closest to close, at least we know where Vegas is at. So like I said, I like the Knicks there. I like the Heat there. I like the Hornets all to cover. And finally, I love the Magic to cover. Again, yesterday I went over the Wizards-Bulls. Them playing each other obviously made it where the Magic can stay in the picture now because obviously one of them loses. That's great. So the Magic win now, and they're only a game and a half out, whereas if they lose, they're about 3 games out. And you got the Raptors playing the Bulls next, Wizards, Hawks. So, you got these games. I think the Magic need to win this game here, not to be behind all these other teams that I just went over. So, nothing crazy. Like I said, just 4 plays. As I said, if you missed my college or my hockey, I plugged them in here last night when I did my video. But for the NBA ones, it's just 4. You can see I already got our leg 3 plugged in. That's why I play. It's the Magic cover the Pels. I got that plugged in for our Clippers not covering the Kings the other night. So it's going to be a leg 3 for 4 units, okay? And then the other 3, I got the Heat covering the Sixers. You see that I have that as a second, 2 units. I have that as a second leg as well as the Knicks. So the Knicks cover and the Heat cover, I have both of them as leg 2s, okay? And the reason for that is I just think that, again, way more of the public's going to be on the Celtics here. So this one's a lot, the public. And we're just going to plug it in for a loss. So let's look for the last leg 1 loss we had. Avalanche Flames did not go over. So that was leg 1. So for that, we plug in the Knicks here to cover the Celtics, okay? Anyone that says to be determined means it's inaction. like we have the Avalanche Knights going over. Again, if you didn't see my hockey video, that's why that's there. So we got the Heat, Sixers, Knicks, Celtics. So they're leg 2s, so we just plug them in. And for the Heat, Sixers, we can plug that in for another leg 1 loss. Here we go. Wolves did not cover the Warriors last night. Bam, leg 2. So you can see we have a good bit of leg 2s today between college and between hockey and between NBA. But it's because I like these plays a lot. It's not, and this game isn't in for another day or two, this Tulsa USF game. This game's tomorrow, I think. But anyway, so yeah, here's our plays. NBA, nothing crazy. We got just the Hornets cover, Heat cover. We got the Knicks cover. And we're going to have for our leg 3 the Magic cover. And then at the same time, if you didn't see my colleges, not a ton. We're playing Morgan State covers, Oklahoma State covers, playing a few more. Same with the NHL. I got the Ducks cover and the Blackhawks leg. These are all leg 1s. With hockey, we've been really good. This is what we got in about, since we started about, I'd say about 10 days ago maybe. All these closes have been plus odds for us in hockey. So you could see now when we're closing a sequence, say we close as Ducks, Blackhawks, we profited 2 units, not just 1. So hockey has been incredibly favorable. That's why I am playing it. And I think baseball will be the same. But I wanted to get the 4 NBA picks out for you. Since 2 are leg 2s and 1's a leg 3, it'll be a pretty important schedule. And just what I think about the teams and what they're trying to do with them. So take care, everybody, and happy earnings.